Meteorologist Robert Spetta here with you on the 18th of August, 2018. We are tracking Typhoon Soulik here, now moving towards the northwest, right near the Ogasawara Islands, to bring some rather high winds out there. But right now, this is actually moving towards the west or northwest. Now, you may be seeing this trough actually dig in towards the north. It doesn't look like this is going to have enough power to pull it towards the northeast. So instead, this storm system is going to continue to follow out here towards the northwest, impacting southern Kyushu, then eventually turning towards the northeast, impacting these areas of western Japan. They desperately do not need any more rainfall. Meanwhile, what I'm showing you here, amount of precipitable water in the atmosphere. So we have our storm system here, another tropical depression actually towards the southeast, and all of this still is that enhanced monsoon continuing to bring flooding rains out across the Philippines. So even though you're not getting impacted directly by these storm systems, including Typhoon Soulik, it is having some adverse side effects. The Philippines, and for several weeks now, this pattern really has been in place. So even as long as these storm systems are out here, we're Saturn remain in place. So here's the latest outlook from the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, that's JTWC, on Typhoon Soulik. Winds right now about 90, gusting up to 110 knots, but it is expected to intensify to 115, gusting to 140 knots. That would put this squarely at Super Typhoon status. So it is forecasted to become a Super Typhoon, and then it's slightly weakened before it comes on shore. Now that is the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. Let's compare that with the Japan Meteorological Agency, the official warning agency in the Western Pacific. And this is currently at that typhoon status, 70 gusting up to 100 knots. It is expected to become a very strong, near violent typhoon, in fact, as we look into early next week out here. So let's follow this through as we go ahead through basically Sunday into Monday. Here's our Typhoon Soulik coming on ashore, basically just south of Kagoshima, and then eventually moving across Kyushu, bringing plenty of rainfall with it. This is the GFS model, by the way. And then our other tropical depression forming up in the tail of this also shows a very similar setup, and it likely could just follow right in its wake as we go ahead into the latter part of next week. Here's the ECMWF Monday into Tuesday, showing a very similar output, moving just north of Okinawa Honto and just towards the south of Kagoshima. Simply put, as we look ahead into, well, the next 72 hours, so basically by Monday into Tuesday, southern Kyushu and Kagoshima's weather is going to be rather rough out here. We're going to be looking at those typhoon strength winds, but more so it is the heavy rain. In fact, we'll take a gander at the ECMWF model. Remember, this is just one particular model, but it does show you over the course of the next 96 to 120 hours, there is all of that heavy rainfall. Now, this model, thankfully, keeps the storm system a little bit further towards the west, and unfortunately for South Korea, brings it there. The GFS, on the other hand, turns it further towards the northeast, thus bringing these rain totals, which add up, according to this, up to some areas 10 inches, right over western Japan, still recovering from the recent floods we have been seeing out here. So a lot happening with this storm system. What I can say, it is a typhoon. We are expecting this Super Typhoon status. The ingredients are in place for decent outflow, warm sea surface temperatures. The wind shear is about to lack off here as this trough does pull away, and that is going to allow for further development, so it could reach that Super Typhoon status. I'm going to continue to watch this, though, over the next several days. Keep you guys posted here. Of course, though, check back in. If you have any questions, comments, post them down below. As always, though, stay safe out there.